6:47 here on your Tuesday morning. Hockey for a great cause. This weekend, the Coast to Coast Foundation is hosting a game at City National Arena out in Summerlin to benefit military veterans and the families of fallen Special Forces soldiers. Joining us this morning, Aaron Sakara from the Coast to Coast Foundation and one of the organizers of the game and sort of a weekend of events. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us out here. I appreciate it.
So for those who don't know, talk about the Coast to Coast Foundation. What is it? Who does it benefit?
So the Coast to Coast Foundation was thought up in 2012 overseas by two soldiers who wanted to honor a fallen comrade. In 2014, they did the first cross-country motorcycle ride, and so what they do is they focus on the needs of the Special Forces community. So and really the needs of the hidden injuries, so post-traumatic stress, depression, traumatic brain injury, and so forth. So we do a cross-country motorcycle ride, stop in key cities and do fundraising events, and then just try and make sure that people realize that they're not alone.
Let's talk a little bit more about the help that the foundation provides. You talk a little bit about the mental health aspects of it, but there's the verbal help, but there needs to be some funding behind that, right? That help isn't always free.
Absolutely. So all the funds that we raise go back into the Special Forces community, either through treatment, direct treatment. We'll pay for a guy who needs to go to a rehab facility for a physical ailment, or for somebody who's seeking help with depression or something like that, as well as support Gold Star families. So sometimes it takes a while for the death benefits to kick in when somebody's killed overseas, and so a widow might need help with her mortgage. So we'll step in and we'll make those payments to the bank.
Fill the gap.
Yep.
And they're riding motorcycles across the country. They're coming through Las Vegas.
Yes.
We talked about what's happening. So we've got a hockey game on Saturday.
Yes.
We've got an event also on, by the way, the trek across the country you just saw there, which is kind of nifty.
Absolutely.
That's a long ride across the country,
It's 4,400 miles.
Goodness, wow. So they need a rest in Las Vegas to recoup. Let's talk about what's happening this weekend here in Las Vegas with the foundation.
Sure. So Friday night we're going to be at Stoney's Rockin' Country. Those guys are great, and they're very hospitable to us. So there's no cover. But there'll be a 50-50 raffle. There's a silent auction with amazing items from the community around here. Imagine Dragons gave us an autographed vinyl.
Oh, nifty.
MGM gave us tickets to Aerosmith and George Strait with overnight stays. There's all sorts of stuff, and that auction's actually going to be online.
There it is, and there's the details of it right there.
Perfect. And then Stoney's will be there from 7 to 11 p.m. and there'll be live music kicking off around 10 o'clock. And that's actually Nate Moran, who's performing, was an Army National Guard. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be a fun night at Stoney's.
And then, of course, we have the hockey game.
The hockey game.
Tell us about, it's at City National.
Yes.
Who's taking part, and when is it? How can people go?
So City National Arena on Saturday afternoon. Doors will open at 1:30. Folks like yourself are playing. We've got Shane Knighty, Darren Elliott, Brian Salcedo. They're all former NHL players. Then we have local first responders. So we've got local veterans as well. And it's just a game. There'll be a couple of ex-Wranglers out there.
And you mentioned one of the gentlemen is playing as a former New York firefighter who was at Ground Zero after 9/11, correct?
Correct. So Del Truax is a junior Golden Knights coach, and he was a firefighter in New York City when the events of 9/11 happened. And we actually have a couple of firefighters that are flying out to play with him in the game.
Wow.
And again, 1:30 doors, tickets at the door, or tickets on Facebook, and it's only
$10?
$10 to get in.
I don't know what I signed up for. Firefighters, got former NHLers. What did I get myself into
You're
here?
You're going to be fine.
Blue Man Group's going to be there. Who else is going to be there?
Mark Chinook. I think everyone in Vegas knows him.
Yeah.
And then David Mahoney from The Morning Show.
Excellent. Sounds like a great event. Thank you for asking me to take part. I'm looking forward to playing.
Happy to see you out there.
Come out and watch us all play a little bit of hockey. And, of course, there's the ride through Red Rock. There's the event on Friday. A lot to help a great cause.
Absolutely.
Aaron, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank
Appreciate
you, John.